Hey everybody, we're back with another video. And today's question is, can we make a good Batman interview in 6 minutes? Let's find out. So we'll do it like we normally do. We have, like cinematography sort of stuff. We have acting, maybe a bit of spoilers here and there. But I had to talk about this movie, of course, because it was one I was really excited for. Since they released the shot of the chest logo, the bat symbol, and I really like the aesthetic they're kind of going for with like the red and the blacks, and of course, Robert Pattinson said that Matt Reeves is going for like a Kurt Cobain sort of vibe, which if you look at the interviews and everything, it's been mentioned. So it's kind of neat. Of course, they have Nirvana as one of their lead like trailer songs, and it plays several times throughout the movie. But overall, how was the movie? Um, it was around like 3 hours. I went with my friends, and yeah, it was like we went like around 9. It was like 12 whenever we left. But that's beside the point. How was the cinematography? I thought it was fantastic. A lot of scenes are, well, the movie itself is very dark, of course. It's just a very, maybe not like, it's a very grim movie. Not to say it's like The Dark Knight per se, because I feel like it has maybe a bit more sense of like hope and maybe like finding your footing as Batman than The Dark Knight, of course. But of course, The Dark Knight he was Batman for a while, so it's kind of somewhat of a different take. The Batmobile is kind of just like a restored car, if you will. It's not like a crazy armored tank with a million machine guns on it. So again, it's kind of different. A lot of scenes are kind of dark, uh, but like a cinematography aspect, like I said, there's like a lot of greens and like reds, especially like near the ending. There was just like fantastic shots. Um, well, throughout the movie, of course, there's fantastic shots, but there was like one scene in particular I really liked near the ending. Um, but on to like acting and everything. Uh, some of the acting kind of I had to sit with because some of it I don't know if I necessarily liked. Um, Without spoilers, of course, the Riddler was one I was kind of like on the fence about after seeing it, but I know what they were going for, but I just kind of had to like think about it, I guess, because the way he's advertised is somewhat different than in the actual movie, so it was kind of a weird feeling, but overall I thought it was pretty good. Robert Pattinson's great, Andy Serkis, Zoe Kravitz, uh, Commissioner Gordon, I can't remember his exact name, Jeffrey something. And then we have there's Carmine Falcone and other members of Gotham, of course. But yeah, overall everybody was pretty good. Like I said, like Riddler was kind of off in some aspects, but overall it was good. The story was fantastic, I thought, because of course it like just kind of follows Riddler, and it's just a whole like mystery. It starts off, I would say maybe like slower, and then it of course reaches like a boiling point, if you will, and it just all like explodes into chaos, and you're left wondering what will happen in Gotham City, to say the least. So yeah, the plot was great, because again, it's just kind of like one solid mystery, so you're just kind of like anticipating what's going to happen. There's twists and turns, so you're like, what's gonna happen next? What's crazy? That happened? I can't believe that happened. Of all the things they could have done, they did that. That's wild. But yeah, acting, great. Cinematography, good. Story, good. Um, oh yes, and Colin Farrell, forgot him. He was fantastic. I was kind of doing a bit with some of my friends of reenacted the Penguin, and of course he has an HBO series in the works, so that's another plus. We'll look forward to seeing that. On to more spoiler aspects. Um, I thought it was interesting. Of course, spoilers again, so leave if you haven't seen it. I did think it was interesting how they went with the like telltale sort of aspect of the Waynes being kind of like corrupt in a sense. And I thought, at least in my opinion, they left it kind of ambiguous because there's a scene where like Carmine Falcone tells him one thing and then Alfred tells him another. So like, I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like you can kind of like leave it into interpretation. Like, is Alfred trying to like save face, or is Carmine Falcone? Of course, I mean you would probably rather believe Alfred because Carmine is a criminal underboss mafia man. So, but yeah. And then of course the Joker makes a slight appearance, which it was kind of. I mean he probably won't be the villain, but it was kind of like disappointing for me because I'm kind of like didn't exactly want to see the Joker, but what are you gonna do? It's Batman, so you gotta live with it. Um, but yeah, and then also there's the twist of Alfred going to the hospital in general, which I thought was kind of like a, like a fake out. I'm like, it's okay. Of course, it like leaves drama, and I don't think it's not really like been done like in a Batman movie. I think he got sick in Forever, right? He got sick in like one of them, maybe Batman and Robin, but he wasn't like attacked like that, so that was kind of interesting. Uh, but overall, I'll give it maybe like a A minus.